The story comes from a teacher that has come here many times before, several times before, and he's an alcoholic and an addict. And how he describes addiction is as a gorilla. And how he describes it is his use of drugs and his drinking is like a gorilla in a cage.
I've been here since 1986 when I came to Albuquerque, and that was when the phenylpropanone, the real methamphetamine, was around. They were cooking it all over Albuquerque.
And he looks at it, and he kind of knows it's in the cage, and he's outside the cage.
I think the longest I stayed up was 3 weeks to a month straight.
But he says, I can take that gorilla. I can handle that gorilla. I can get in there. So he gets the key, he opens up the cage, and he goes in there, and he says, I'm going to take this gorilla. I'm going to be okay. I'm going to handle it.
For many, many years, I literally would go behind a dumpster after I went and got my drugs, and if I didn't have water to fix, I'd jump in the dumpster, find me a bottle of water, and I'd jump behind the dumpster and I'd fix. And as soon as I got high, I'd be in the dumpster going through the trash.
And he starts wrestling the gorilla, and pretty soon the gorilla stomps him down the ground.
I have hepatitis C because of my addiction.
Bangs him on the ground.
It's taking my teeth.
Steps on him, kicks him around, and he crawls out of that cage.
A lot of my friends are dead or spending the rest of their life in prison.
He says, that was not good. He says, that was not fun. I got beat up pretty good. And takes a day off, takes some time away, and goes back and looks in the cage again and starts thinking, you know what? If I get behind the gorilla, if I wait till his back is turned.
Well, I kept saying to myself, yeah, I'm going to get out and I'm going to go out and party and do one good shot and one more time, and that's it. Well, I was setting myself up for a fall because it was a lie.
So he waits, the gorilla turns his back, he takes the keys, jumps him from behind. He thinks he's got him in a headlock, and all of a sudden the gorilla just flips him, boosh.
When I got arrested the first time, it didn't do anything. The second time, it didn't do anything. The third time, in the 11th of January, was the beginning of where I started soul searching and started thinking of what was going to happen in my life.
And he's really pretty wounded. He's pretty beaten up now. And he's still wondering what to do. And then he realizes that he has the key himself. And that the only way he can not get beat up is by not putting the key in the lock in the first place. And that's the only way he doesn't get beat up by that gorilla.
I lost my mother June 18th while I was incarcerated. She passed away in Las Cruces. And I wasn't able to say goodbye. And that was a promise that I made to her that I would change.
Regardless of the individual effects of addiction on our lives, all of us share some common characteristics. Through working the first step, we will address the obsession, the compulsion, the denial.
So it's fun, in a way. I mean, sometimes it's strange to say it's fun, because there I am with a group of guys who are grieving 50% of the time. 50% of the time, it's heavy grief over what they did in the past, or over their present conditions in the county jail, or it's kind of some anticipatory grief and fear of what they might face. They're facing prison time. So it's a lot of pain, and that's not necessarily fun. Maybe it's just to stay with the pain, or stay with a person where they're at long enough, even in one 90-minute class, to see something shift.
James, I'm an alcoholic, and I'm powerless over alcohol. It's the one substance that I know has me. Has me. It's always had me. And the other one is my pride. You know, I did the recovery thing. I did 9 months. Proud of it.
You had 9 months?
9 months, and I was going to school to get my associates in performance.
So how much sobriety do you have today?
Okay, let's be honest.
Yeah, let's be honest.
Like 5 days, 4 days. That was,
Do you want to work towards being, is it a goal of yours to be a drug and alcohol counselor?
I do, but you know, it's a late act would be something interesting. It sounds like a damn good career, you know, but maybe I'll try it. I don't know.
Sure, it's hard in jail. Overall, I view it as a blessing. It saved my life. Because today I'm clean.
Underneath all of our habit of going guerrilla wrestling, that strange habit that we have, is pain of one form or another typically, or is the desire to avoid pain. And it's, for many of us, it's the best kind of medication that we've come up with.
My dad used to tell me a similar story, the gorilla in the bottle.
That's what he would call it, the gorilla in the bottle.
The gorilla in the bottle.
And did your dad deal with addiction?
I talked to my mom today because I called her to speak. And she said he's trying to quit. I said, that's good. How's that going? Because I mean,
I was trying to quit.
Yeah, James seems to be a young man who's got a lot of gifts, a lot of fruitfulness left for him in his freedom. So I can just see it really wide open for him, a wide open space for him.
You got a lot of knowledge. I hope you put it to use when you get out, because like myself, I got a lot of knowledge, but it doesn't do me no good if I don't put it to use. So I hope you put your best foot forward.
And that's a tradition. Whenever a man's getting released, or there's a good sense that he's getting out, we give him a gift of words.
he actually tried cutting my hair.
Not a physical gift, but just letting a man know what we've appreciated about him.
Smile, brightens your day up. He's funny. He's a good guy, good heart.
Smile. It's just that easy. No, thank you guys. You guys helped me out a lot. Even though we're considered criminals, we did develop a camaraderie, and I appreciate it. Cheers, you guys.
April 9th. I've been out 6 days. Right? I've been out 6 days. I'm a happier person when I'm doing the 12 steps, so I want to continue that. And I had a discussion with Steve, and he helped me envision my future a little bit, just get a little idea, because I was lost for a while. I need to stay with my recovery, and if I feel that it's going to help other people, I do want to become a LADAC.
And a LADAC is a...
It's an alcohol treatment counselor, or alcohol and drug treatment counselor. And, just work with people like me that want help, need help, and don't know how to do it. And, if I can help somebody like me, it'd probably make the world a better place.
Well, we all learned it here in town with different teachers. Ellen was my teacher.
I got to meet some really interesting people, and right off the bat we told them that I was just recently incarcerated, and my first thought was they were right away going to judge me, and they didn't. They accepted me into their little group, and it felt good.
And then...
James is one of these guys who really wanted his Tai Chi chess certificate. So after after he got out, he just wanted to keep doing Tai Chi Cha, and he earned the certificate. I think he wanted a sense of completion as much as anything else. A lot of guys start things but don't finish things, and he really wanted to have a sense that, hey, I finished this. It just seems to move things. I think Tai Chi Cha does move the energy inside you, and I think likewise it moves things in your world. So wherever you're going next, it just moves it a little quicker, or opens the door. Again,